How's it going? How's it going? Mr. Hines isn't here today. He's on doing a very important thing, which is jury duty. So he's not able to be here. So I'll be teaching you code emoji today. Give me a 1 if you can hear me. Give me a 2 if you can see me. Give me a 0 if neither. Yeah, that's it, Simona. Nice. Couple 1-2s. Nice one. Who we got in here today? Is that everybody? Tiana, Simona, Miss Boucherine, Kevin, Kat, Natty, Lemon, Ignacio, Elijah, Tiana. Let's just wait a couple minutes to see how you doing, Georgia. If we get anybody else in. Just going to get the code emoji set up. There we go. So guys, do we all remember how to log in to code emoji? Let me just get on the right page for you. Screen share. Okay, we'll get there, guys. And sharing, not this one. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you all how to log into code emoji quickly. Let me put the link up for you in the chat quickly, actually. So do you all remember where you left off? We're making a row. I think Mr. Hines was going through his own website with you. I'm going to go through it again anyway. I'll go through some of the bits for you so we can all learn it. And then I've got a new line of code for you guys to learn that Mr. Hines has told me to teach you guys. That's it, guys, codeemoji.com. Let me pin that at the top of the chat. There we go. And then we go to login. And we actually go to Google login, don't we, guys? But I've got my own account separately from that. So sorry about that. But when we go to login, you guys go to Google login and then go to My Projects on the left-hand side. And we should all be here. Yeah, can I open that, please, guys? There we go. Click the edit button, by the way. And there we go. There's my project so far. Are we all pretty much where I am? Oh, because he was on jury duty today, which is something we all have to actually do at some point. Well, we don't all have to do it, but if we're told to do it, we have to go and do it. So unfortunately, he can't be here. It's literally the only reason why he couldn't be here. Yeah. Probably not Mr. Hines, but he's actually the one who's saying. Oh, no way. Hi, Roberto. What's up? You okay? Let me get back up to code emoji for you guys. Here we go. So we all need to be on our last lesson. Remember, we're building a website. We should all have this HTML and this CSS here. Let me know if you do. Give me a 1 if you do and you're here. Give me a 2 if you're not there yet. This is where we need to go, guys. Oh, happy birthday. Tell him happy birthday. Okay, Roberto. What's up? I'll get back to you, Roberto. Don't worry. Yeah, I know. All right, Henry, cool. Nice one. So there's quite a few. Hi, how are we doing, Pizza Panda? No, you can't forget to say. Let me show you how to save again, guys. Remember, when we go to the lesson, we come down here and there's a button called Save Code. And every time you actually make a change, you should do that in code emoji because you don't want to lose any of where you are with your work. I actually just made this website quickly, my own one here for this lesson. So bear with me if there's not too much text in there, guys. This panda should be on. There we go. There was a mistake. Oh, you didn't do that? Yes, of course I can, no problem at all. Let's really make presenter. There we go. Oh, we didn't do the CSS. Okay, well, let me go through it all with you guys anyway. Let me go through line by line, and we can always get on to the next line on the next lesson. Let's go through some of the HTML tags we used. How about that, guys? I'm going to just close the chat so we can all watch together. What's broken, Sasha? Mr. Hines on jury duty today, guys. He will be back next week. Okay, so I'm just going to close the chat, guys, so we can all listen in. So guys, we should be all on this page. Now, so you guys haven't actually been through the CSS. Okay, but let me just turn the chat back on. Do you guys have some of the CSS code there? Give me a 1 if yes, give me a 2 if no. So no one's got any of the CSS code in there. Okay, okay. Oh, Elijah, you've got some in. That's nice. Okay, so I think it's best if I go line by line down the HTML and show you guys what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to close the chat. I'll see if you can all listen, guys. That would be great. So, guys.
Mr. Sim.
Yeah.
Hi. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just so you know, they haven't done none of this yet.
Okay. So, mate, do you think I should delete it all out or go through it?
Maybe just go through it.
I think it's the best idea. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go through it all.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Nice one, Miss Boucherine. Thank you. Okay, guys. So here we are. We've all got this HTML in, haven't we? So here we've got the tag HTML, and that's the tag you always use on every single website, so the page knows what type of code we're going to be using. And then we go over to the body tag, and that's going to be the main body of the website, and you usually put your headings and everything else in between the body tag. So I guess we all know where we are. Let's do some questions and answers quickly. So guys, I've got the chat back on. So just a quick one. What does the HTML tag do? Yeah, that's it. Nice one, Natty. It starts a code. What information is on there? Yeah, exactly. And what does the body tag do? Thank you, Anthony. It's perfect. Nice one, guys. All great answers. Just try not to spam the chat, guys, please. Otherwise, I'll close it. Yeah, you can raise your hand actually on this by clicking the hand button, but that's not. I don't think it works properly, guys. So let's leave it for now. Okay. Yes, Roberto, come on. All right, guys. What does the body tag do? What does the body tag do? What do you do? When do you use the body tag? What does it do? What's its purpose? Yeah, kind of, Natalia. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. The body tag is for the body of the website. You can actually put stuff around the body tag, but a lot of the time, most websites, they use the body tag as the main body of the actual website, and then we put all the other tags inside, like the heading tag, etc. So, guys, I'm going to close the chat, and we're going to move on to the next line. So here, we've got the H1 tag. You can have a H1 tag, as you all know, H2, H3, and 1, 2, and hi, Miss Boucherie.
Yes, yeah, I just wanted to let you know, because I got a bit more information with us today. The HTML, basically, they were on line 6. They were on the line 6. So yeah, if you want to go through the beginning, but they are working on the line 6 for today.
Yeah, I do. I have that information. Thanks, Ms. Boucherie.
Yeah, just to double check. Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, all right, guys. Sorry, let me get back to the lesson. Yeah, so guys, the H1 tag. I'm sorry, let's go back from the beginning. So we're going to go down. So the H1 tag, that is a heading tag, and you can have H1, H2, H3, H4, H5. So H1 is the most relevant or the most high up heading. That's the top heading. H2 will be a heading below that heading. So it's down on the list, H3, H4, but they're all heading tags. And guys, I think you all know that. So I'm going to move on to the marquee tag. And so here we've got the marquee tag. And what that does, that gives us rolling text across the page. As you can see here, I've put in Mr. Sims. And yeah, and that's literally what the marquee tag does. I actually personally, this is the first time I've seen this tag, and I've done some code before. So it's quite an interesting one. It's quite a good one as well. It really gives the website, something to look at. So guys, I'm going to turn the chat back on, please. No spamming. So guys, what does the H1 tag do? What is the H1 tag? Nice one. That's it, heading. It's not the first line, it's the first heading though. That's it. Specifically the first heading, guys. Oh, okay. I didn't think it was meant to. The code I had, lemon shade, didn't have the underline in it. But guys, if you put the underline in, keep that in there. Okay, keep that in there and I'll sort that out for the next lesson. Literally, it wasn't the code I was given, unfortunately. That's it. Perfect. Largest heading. That's it. So what would be a H3 tag then, if H1 is the largest heading? The smallest. It would be the smallest, but yeah, it'd be the smallest if you already had a H1 and H2. Yeah, not the smallest. It's a smaller heading than H2. No, you can't. I wouldn't say they're medium, small, or high headings. I'd say H1 would always be the top heading. After that, H2 would only be the smallest head. H2 would be the smallest heading if you only had H1. You see what I mean, guys? So H3, you can go all the way down to, you can go to H10. H10 will then be the smallest heading if you have all the other headings above it. But then if you go down to H20, then H10 will be a medium heading in that sense. So yeah, just go by the number of what rank the heading is. Let me check that out, guys. You might be correct there, actually. We could do more than 4 headings. 81. Guys, just bear with me. I'm going to double check that information because I don't want to be teaching you something incorrect. H1, H2, H3. No, you can. I think it's ongoing. It says H1 to H6. I've got here H1 to H6. I've got here well, it actually says on here H1 to H6. So for now, guys, let's say you can go to H6, but let's confirm that in the next lesson, okay? Yeah, we know. No, I think you can go down to H6 though. Okay, guys, we'll get back to that, but we know, let's just say, in heading-wise, H1 will always be the top heading. What's up, Sean? Sean, we don't have any breakout lessons, so if you could just keep going. No, that's not real. Sasha, that's not real. If you could keep going, that would. No, today is Mr. Evans' lessons. Okay, guys, let's close this chat. What's up, Miss Boucherie?
Yes, I was wondering, we can do breakout room. I can do it. I just need you to open the room. But if Sean needs help, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
But Sean, if you can hear me, maybe to just try to refresh the page. If you did that already, let's see. But
okay.
did you?
Okay, Sean, I might be able to put you in a breakout room with Miss Boucherie. Let me just have a look here. All right, guys, let's go back to code emoji. And guys, with the heading, let's just go up to H. I think what I'm seeing online here, you can go up to H6. So, but we'll check that out for the next lesson. Okay, so the next line starts with a P tag. So P tag is obviously a paragraph tag. And this is the first paragraph. You can have as many paragraph tags as you want in code. I do know that much. And yeah, I've got hi, this is Mr. Sims' lesson with a closing P tag here. And let me explain what the CSS is doing a little bit here guys. So I'm going to open the chat quickly, actually. So guys, what does, sorry, let me just scroll down to the bottom here. Guys, what does CSS do? What do we use CSS for in coding? That's my next question. Exactly, perfect, Simona, thank you very much. Yeah, it is cascading style sheets. Well done, Pepperoni Pizza. I'm calling you by your tag names, by the way, because I don't know which one's which. No, that's, Sean, that's not correct. It's CSS is cascading style sheets. Okay, so basically, guys, CSS is the design of the code. You've got HTML, which gives you the layout. You've got CSS, which gives you the design. Yeah, that's where we're going today. And obviously, you've got JavaScript as well, which is kind of like the brain of the website. But for now, we're doing HTML and CSS. I'm going to close the chat, guys. So coming back here. Now, guys, I'm going to go into what the CSS is doing in this line. So as you can see here, it says P class equals A. Actually, I think I've got a mistake there. So here we've got P class equals A. Now, inside this P tag, when it says class equals A, that is then connecting it to a relevant class down here in the CSS code. And you can see here you've got .a, which is actually a subclass, but when you go to pick the class in the HTML, you go straight to class equals A there, and that will then connect to this subclass .a, which we've created. And actually putting the dot is just naming this class. And inside here, text align center tells you where the text goes. And color green, that tells you what color the text is going to be. So yeah, so those two classes should be connecting. Let me just, might be a little mistake in the code here, guys. Oh no, but yeah, see, actually see the writing here, guys, that is actually green. So this writing here is connected to the paragraph tag. And the class equals A is connecting to a class in the CSS code, which then, here as you can see, there's some parameters here, which then tell the paragraph tag what to do and what style to give it. So guys, thank you, Miss Boucherie. What's up, pepperoni pizza? Before we go on. Okay, yeah, don't worry. I'm just explaining it at the moment. We haven't actually. No, guys, I'm going to go through the CSS code with you separately. On the next lesson, we're going to do line 6. But I was just giving you guys a refresh of what's going on in my website. And then I'm going to take out the CSS for the next lesson, and we'll go through it all together. So don't worry too much about it. Today, I wanted to refresh your memories on the HTML tags and what the HTML is doing, so we're all on the same page. Guys, I'm going to ask you a quick question on what we just spoke about. So it's a very hard question, but what is a class in CSS? Let me get this page back up for you guys. Yeah, what is a class in CSS? Can anyone tell me what a class is? All right, guys, I'm going to go through it again then. Let me stop the chat. What a class is in CSS is something that connects the HTML and CSS together. So here, you see it says body. Well, that's going to connect straight to the body tag. So then you can create other classes with more information that connect to the paragraph tag. So what a class does in CSS, we won't go too deep into it, guys, but what a class does in CSS is basically it connects the HTML and CSS together. So the HTML knows where to get that style from the CSS. I'm going to open the chat again. I'm going to ask you again, guys, and I want a few answers, please, if that's okay. So, guys, what is a class in CSS? And it's a hard one. If you can't answer, that's fine, but try. Yeah. He's coming soon. He's coming soon. Let's see if he's here, actually. I can't see him yet, but he will be here soon, guys. Don't worry. We're going to do a Kahoot in a minute anyway. But, guys, please remember what a class is for the next lesson. No, that's wrong, pepperoni pizza. A class is something that connects the CSS and HTML together. Yeah, exactly, connection. And that is always labeled by something. Not yet, guys, the Kahoot isn't yet. I'm going to set it up for you, don't worry. Don't worry, guys. So guys, before we go, I'm going to keep the chat open for you. Can we all save the code that we've done? Even if we haven't changed anything today, just in case, this is always a good idea on code emoji to resave your work. So guys, if you could do that, that will be fantastic. Amazing. All right, don't worry, we'll get to the Kahoot next. It's a hard Kahoot, and the reason I took you through these HTML tags today, nice one. But what we're going to do, we're going to explain more of that CSS. We've got one more line of HTML to do, guys, which we'll go through tomorrow, and we're going to explain more of that CSS. Obviously, because Mr. Hines isn't here today, I just wanted to make sure we all understood what those tags done in HTML before we moved on. And obviously, I think someone mentioned we're going to add the strong tags to it to make the text bold as well. And also, I'm going to confirm with you guys, the heading tag, I think, does go up to H6 and no more than that. But I remember doing a lesson and someone saying you could put in as many headings as possible. But anyway, that's something for another. Sean, we're going to go into a Kahoot now, but Miss Boucherie will try and help you. Let me see if I can put you out into a breakout room while we do the Kahoot. Guys, just bear with me with the Kahoot, by the way. Make attendees. Miss Boucherie, are you there? Do you know how to do the breakout rooms?
Hey, Mr. Hines. No, I don't actually, because, yeah, I kind of assumed you knew because I've seen you before, but I guess it was Mr. Hines that set up the breakout room. It's fine. I think we just, it's fine for today. I'm going to try to find out. I'm just looking to check out now. I'm going to send you the.
It's okay, Miss Brushing. What we'll do, I'll do the Kahoot. Is Mr. Evans going to be here today, by the way?
You have a Kahoot, yes?
Yeah, I've got the Kahoot.
Okay,
I've got
amazing,
the Kahoot already.
perfect. Yes, well, if I'm pretty sure it's the same as usual. So if today I was Mr. Evans, he should be here today, yeah?
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, we'll wait for him. I can't see him in there. Let me just... oh, no, he's there. Okay, I'll make him a presenter in a minute. Let's do the Kahoot.
Okay, amazing.
All right, amazing.
So like this, we can do the Kahoot quickly, and while you're doing the... Yes.
Yeah, okay, wicked.
Find out about the breakout room in a sec.
Yeah, next lesson, Sean, we'll put you in a breakout room with Miss Boucherine, okay? I just got to get this Kahoot ready. Plastic. Okay, I'm going to pin that Kahoot, and I'm going to share the number with you in a minute, guys. This is a hard one, by the way, so it's not an easy one today. No, wrong one, guys, wrong one. Wrong one. 1 second. Bear with me, guys. Just getting the pin up for you now. There we go, guys. This is the one we're doing today. So I've pinned that Kahoot, haven't I? All go to Kahoot, guys, and join this 4002079. It's quite a hard one, but it's all about HTML. It's all stuff you've learned before. Matt the Lemon, Tiana, both in. Come on, I want to see it all filled up, please, guys. Come on, guys. I want to see you all join the Kahoot. It's a really hard one as well this time, so you're going to have to concentrate. Talking about scripts and stuff isn't going to win you this Kahoot. I'll tell you that much, guys. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Even I'm going to find this one difficult. All right, guys, how many more have we got to join? 9. I want to see 19 attendees, guys. Come on. That's it. All right, I think we're going to go. Is there one more? Anyone else? I think the 19 is Miss Boucherine, so let's carry on with it. Basic HTML tags. 2, 1. You've never done this one before. I don't think so anyway. This tag is used to identify the type of document that you are creating. Is it a doc type, H1, P, or body? Didn't cover this in today's lesson, did we? Which one is it? Doc type, H1, P, or body? One more answer, guys. Come on. Correct. You guys are clever. 16 got it right. Amazing. It's doc type. Yes, that is where you can put all the information about your page in. Cool. Let's go. Let's see what's happening with the leaderboard. Well, Golden Nuggets top, Cat second, Tanya third, Natty fourth, Unlock Robbie fifth. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next question, guys. This tag is used for basic text sections. The text appears normal, not big or bold. P, H1, head, or the anchor key, A. Which one is it? A, H1, this is a hard one. Basic text insertion. So you think paragraph is for a paragraph, and A, H1 is for heading, and head is for the head. So Which one is for basic text, guys? P, that's it. That's it. Nice one, guys. It's a very hard question. Let's see what happened. Don't worry if you've got it wrong, because I'll cover why you... I see a lot of us got it wrong. I'll tell you why this answer was right in our next lesson when we're doing code. So don't worry about that, guys. Let's see what's happened. Well, completely different. Unlock Robbie at the top. Well done, because it's a very hard question. Matt the Lemon second. Pizza Panda third. Natty staying nice in fourth, and Tiana fifth. Next question, guys. Oh yeah, I'm going to stop the chat, by the way, so we can't give away any answers. So guys, what tag is missing from this code? HTML, head, title, HTML section, question mark, body, P, body. Which one's missing, guys? Is it the closing head? Is it the body? Is it the head? Is it the doc type? Guys, you guys are smart. I think even maybe smarter than me. 13 right, amazing. The closing head tag was missing. You guys are clever. Maybe I should have gone straight to the CSS today, guys. Really, really good. Really good. That's Unlock Robbie still top. Matt the Lemon second. Pizza Panda third. Natty fourth. Tiana fifth. Fourth question. This tag is used for page headers. It makes text large and bold. H1, P, IMG, HTML. Remember, we went through this today, guys. We went through this tag today. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 16, H1. Amazing. Amazing, guys. Let's see what's happened. Tiana. Oh, Tiana's gone above Natty. You see that? It's the only move. Well done to the top three for staying there. Let's go. Fifth question. This tag is used for the section that contains information about the page, not the page content. Body, head, P, or H1? It's a hard one again, isn't it, guys? But I think you guys all know the answer. Head, body, P, or H1? Come on, one more answer, guys. Randomly select if you can't. You got 1 in 4 chance of getting it right. That's it, it's the head, guys. The head. This tag, and I'll tell you why, this tag is used for a section that contains information about the page, not the page content. So guys, if you pick the body, that's the page content. You put in text in there, you can put images in there. The P is a paragraph, that's the page content. H1, it's a heading, it's part of the page content. Head contains information about the page. Okay, next question, guys. Let's just see what's happened. Pizza Panda top, Natty second. Well done, Natty. Unlock Robbie third. Matt the Lemon fourth. And Lemon OLORB fifth. It's a close one, this. You guys are doing really well, by the way. This tag is used for section of the page, which the content, this is what the page displays. So this tag is used for what the page displays. Remember, I just went through it in the last one. So the last one, we're talking about the head being information about the page. What one of these tags are going to use information the page displays? Is it body, style, head, href? I think you guys know what it is. Correct, body. Well done. You guys listened on the last one. That was fantastic. Now 10 of you got this one right. That means 4 of you learned from the last one. Very good. It's the body, because that's the only one out of all these 4 that can actually just explain, actually put content on the page, which you can then view on the website. So it's content in the page. Very good, guys. Very good. I know this is a bit advanced, but we're learning a lot here. And look at that. Pizza Panda top. Natty second. Lemon OOR third. Tiana now fourth. Pepperoni Ultra in fifth. Guys, it's changing all the time. Let's go. This attribute is used in the A tag and is used to create links to other pages. You guys know what it is. Is it SRC, link, color, or href? You guys know what it is. We've used it loads of times. I've seen it in Mr. Hines' lessons as well. Even I know this one. Amazing, guys. 12 of you got it right. Href. A tag with href is the attribute href, and you see they've called it an attribute because that's something that goes inside a tag that then links to other pages. So amazing, guys. Let's see what's happened to the leaderboard. Natty still second, Pizza Panda top, Lemon OOR third, Tiana fourth, Golden Nuggets fifth. Sorry, Mr. Evans, but we'll be coming to you, by the way. This tag is used to put images on a web page. IMG tag, H1, A, or head. You guys know the one, guys. You know it. Which one is it? Put images. Think about it. The word images. One more answer. Come on. The last guy. Think about it. Images. Which tag would that be? Perfect. It's the IMG tag, guys. Not the H1 tag. That's a heading tag. You could then. Okay, wicked. No change. Amazing. Next question. Only 2 questions left. This is the language used for creating websites. HTML, Spanish, Klingon, C++. Which one is it, guys? HTML. Perfect. Whoever put C++. Amazing. Last question, but not least. Who's going to win it? Almost every tag needs a closing tag as well. Which of the following is a closing tag? Is it the first? Is it red, blue, yellow, or green? I think you guys know this one as well. 14 of you got it right. That's it. It's the head tag. The others are opening tags. Let's have a look at the podium. Third, we've got Lemon. Well done. Come from Natty. Second, well done, Natalia. And first is Pizza Panda. Well done, guys. Fourth, Tiana. Fifth, in close fifth, Golden Nuggets. Well done, guys. Let's open the chat quickly. So, guys, did we enjoy that Kahoot? I know it was a bit harder. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Well done, everyone. Exactly. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to put you on to Mr. Evans now. Bear with me, Mr. Evans. I think I'm going to have to take Fanny off as a presenter.
Yes.
Make attendee, there you go. And then let's put Mr. Evans. You can see him there. There he is. Make a presenter. Fantastic. There you go. So I think Mr. Evans is in. Are you there, Mr. Evans?
Hey, guys. Can you hear me all right?
How's it going?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, can hear you perfectly. So, cool. I'm going to let you get on, Mr. Evans, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no. All right.
We're not doing breakout rooms today.
Okay.
But it's only because we have Mr. Hines isn't here, unfortunately. But I'll let you crack on, man.
Come on. Yeah, all good with me.
See you later. See you later, guys.
Cheers, mate. All right, so we're going to go in. I'm just going to show you guys what we've got to look at today. So we're going to Bandlab, guys. Let's take away this section. Yeah, I hope you guys are all right. How is everyone today? So everyone, if you just want to head over to Bandlab, I'm just going to show you what we are good to hear it, guys. I'm going to show you where we're going to end up, hopefully, at the end of this session. 3 new songs in one day. That's great, Natty. Yeah, we're going to try and I'm going to show you some new stuff, which you probably haven't seen before, and you're going to be making something that sounds a bit like this today. Okay? Cool, right. So that's something that I made about 20 minutes ago. And what I'm doing there, guys, remember, if we could just keep our Bandlab suggestions to the end. Thanks, guys. I mean, this is kind of, it's very something, so yeah, you can all do that. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you exactly how I made that, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And we're going to do everything in C today. So I don't know how good your guys' music theory is. Mine isn't. Don't worry, you don't need to have good music theory for this stuff. But what it means is that everything is going to be in this key. So that's in C, and that means basically everything you play, as long as it's on the bottom, is going to be in C. Is it too light for you guys? I can turn it down on mine, or I suggest I can just, if you want me to turn it down, I can do it this way. Let me know if it gets too quiet. So everything is C, so you can basically just play anything. So stuff like that. You can do that really easily, all by using, I'm not using anything else apart from my computer keyboard in front of me. Sure, I'll just turn it down a bit. Okay, guys, if you have any problems with the sound, maybe adjust it on your settings, but I can adjust it on mine as well. That's no problem. So just let me know in the chat, and that's all cool. But now let's go on how we made this. So I'm going to go back. Let's get exit out of here. Don't say this one because it makes it better. Then I'm going to go to create. And now, cool. So we all know this section. I'm going to make it a little bit larger. What we're going to do is we're going to add our track, and it's going to be, we're going to go back to where we ended up last lesson. So we're going to go instruments, this one, and it's going to start with what's just going to go with our normal piano sound. So it should, we covered this just at the end of the last lesson, but I know that we were going pretty quickly. So what we've done there is add track, instrument, and then it's just going to bring you your piano. Perfect. Right, so everyone should have this at the bottom now. I just want you to click on that, and then they'll activate you to be able to play it. So you'll see at the bottom here, you've got Z, X, C, V, B, and all these, the bottom section of your keyboard. So it should go. That's the scale of C. Super easy. So what that means is that you can play any notes in that scale, and it kind of sounds all right. I'm not going to go into it too deeply. For this, we're just going to do one thing. So we're going to make our own sort of just melody on the piano. Piano is a really good way to start in general, unless you have a sound in your head. But because it's quite a pure tone, and by that we mean like it's you hear all the frequencies a lot easier using a piano. That's why it's kind of the first one to come up. So we're going to play it in C, just to remind you of that again. And how we've got there is just add a track and then instruments, and that's the piano that comes up. So hopefully everyone is there. I'm going to show you now. We're going to turn our metronome on up here, because unless you can play in perfect time, which I cannot, then I'm going to need this. So we're going to turn that on. So this bit here. So when you press play now, it'll have a little thing like that. That's what we're going to use to keep in time. That's going to keep playing and playing and playing. You're going to learn to love that sound. I promise you. It doesn't sound great at the beginning. I'm just going to go snap to grid. Remember, guys, that's always a really good idea at the top. Hopefully, is everyone just keep me updated on the comments if you're finding any trouble with this. I'm happy to go through it all again. I know it's going to be a little complicated, so anyone that has any problems, yeah, perfect, good, that's awesome. Right, I'm going to show you just the melody which I'm going to use. So it's called the first, the third, the first, the third, the fifth, and the seventh. That's is kind of how, and so that's going to be this. That's the first, third, fifth, and seventh of C. So my melody is going to go. And then you can finish on the cadence if you like, but we're just going to do that. So let me know how anyone is going with that. You should be able to just be able to play on the keyboard. Let me know if anyone's having any problem with that. I know it's sometimes it's a bit difficult. If you're not working, the trick is to click on the keyboard part. Sometimes it won't be, it'll be grayed out. Just try clicking on it. You should be able to get to there. So, assuming that we are all right with that, I'm going to start recording. We're not going to be doing a Kahoot this time, and we're going to try and do a Kahoot next lesson and bring everything that you're going to learn from this into it, because there's a bit more sort of less practical stuff on this one, a bit more sort of like theory. But yeah, we'll get one sorted for next time. I know you guys have been asking about that. But for now, I'm just going to play in this melody. We're going to start simply, and then we're going to build it up, build it up, build it up, and then it's going to sound awesome by the end. So we're going to start recording. Have it at 1. Just here, just for now. I'm going to click record, and it's going to give me a count in and then. Cool. Now, there we go. We've got this is what our loop sounds like. See, off time. A lot. So how do we correct that? What we're going to do here is, you see we've got this now, I call this big red bar here. Yours might be a different color, mine's red. Double click it, and you're going to see this MIDI editor here. We haven't used this before, at least not very much. So what we're going to do is click whatever you've recorded here, do this, and you're going to see something like this. Again, it's going to look quite complicated, but don't worry for now. What I want you to do is just click there and press Control A. That will select everything. Failing that, you can just click and drag, and just make sure you've selected all your notes, because what we're going to do next is important. We are going, if you want to do, this is perfectly up to you. If you guys want to do it a little bit differently, that's fine. I'm just going to go, just so that it keeps within the musical part and kind of just shows what I did earlier. You guys could do whatever you want. It's super cool if you want to do it differently. I'm just here to show you kind of how to get to the sound. Everything else should be you anyway, so that's fine by me. But now to go back here, we've got all these notes here, and I've selected A, and then we've got this, and then we're going to go down to this bit here. The quantize section is what makes it sort of sound exactly in time, and for this exact idea, we're going to make it on time. Here we go down here, and this is the quantize section. Make it a little bit larger just so you can see this better. But at the moment, it's set to 1/16. We're going to click there, and we're going to go into 1/4. Sean, mate, yeah, that's good. We're going to try and get some Bandlab done at the end of the lesson. If you post them then we're going to be able to see them, and it'll be much easier. So keep all the Bandlab stuff to the end, guys. I'll let you know when we're going to do that. But for now, we're going to go down to here, 1/16, and I'm going to go to 1/4. And then see all this notes here, they're not where I want it to be. I want that note to be there. I want this note to be there. Now click quantize. Bam, magic. Now I'm playing in time. Yeah, Roberto, of course. Cool. So let's go backwards. Now let's go back. So you guys will all have something that's looked like this. I'm just going to double click. So we're going to end up with our MIDI editor there. I'm just going to make it large again. See, all these are out of time again. Click in it, press Control or drag, whichever you want. Just make sure you got them all. I'm going to go down to this section here where it says quantize. Here we go. And then yours is going to be set to 1/16, or it could be anything else. But for me, I'm going to set it to 1/4, 1/4, and then quantize. And watch these notes here. Then they're all going to move. There we go. So it's gone from out of time to in time with just one button. And don't worry about using it. Not everyone can play piano perfectly, and neither can I. So that's kind of how it's a little cheat for us producers to get it in time really quickly. Go through the whole thing, that's no problem, because what we're going to do now is we're going to build on top of that. So I'm going to keep that piano going just there. So we're going to make a loop. There we go. So actually, I'm sure it is. Yeah, we're going to try and listen to some of these at the end, but just for now, I'm just going to. There we go. So now it's going to loop back. Now, let's add another track. So we're going to play the whole thing again, just with a different sound. So instruments, here we go. Go down to instrument, or double click it, whichever one. Actually, just go into instrument, it works better that way. And you're going to see here, options. You're probably going to see something like this. Let's go and change that. Let's change it to a synth pad. Here we go. There we go. We've got Atlantis pad. I'm going to go with chill wave synth. You guys can go whatever you want. But mine sounds like that. There you go. That sounds like pretty epic. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this again. And we're going to play the same notes. And we're going to just, that is, if we're going to go down, I'll show you exactly where we are for that. We are adding track, instruments. So see where it says piano here? To make it a little bit larger. There you go. See where it says piano? If it's too loud, yeah, that might be. There you go. So we got piano, and then I've gone down to synth pads here. Synth pad. And then underneath it, it says Atlantis pad. This is where you change your sound. And then I've gone to chill wave. That's it. And then you have that sound. No problem. If anyone has any problems, happy to go over it. This is more complicated than we're used to, but it just means that you can play in your own music using your own keyboard here. And that's something which I'd like to sort of start getting you guys onto. I know it's a bit more complicated, but it'll really kind of open up your sort of boundaries in terms of putting your own music there and making your own sounds, and also just adding your own sort of effects. Yeah, I think mine should be okay on my end. Let me know if there's any problem, but I think it should be okay. Okay, all right, see you in a bit. Perfect. Okay, for everyone else, if their internet is allowing, then let's do this again. So I'm just going to do exactly what we did before. So I've got to put it back to 1, and I'm going to record that. Do that. So here we go. I'm just going to click. Remember to have a metronome on. Click record. It's going to give us a 1-bar intro, and then we're going to start playing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we've recorded our second part. Sounds like that. It's kind of in time. Kind of in time. Better than before. But we want to make it, get it on that dot, perfectly on the beat. So we're going to go back. Remember, I've just double clicked there. Or you can go down to Midi Editor. So to show you again, if you're on nothing, then Midi is off. I can either double click this part here. I can double click here, or I can go to Midi Editor. You've got 2 options there. And that's, yes, what's up, pepperoni? And then I've gone down to Control A. Notes. You can't hear me. Can anyone else hear me? Just let me know if there's a problem with the sound, because I won't be able to tell from my end. So just if anyone else can't hear me, just you can hear. Right. In which case, I suggest maybe restarting the program. Yeah, I think maybe refresh your page or restart and then try and log back in, because I think it should be okay from everyone else, what everyone else is saying. Yeah, you try and get on with it, and I'm going to continue with the lesson. Best of luck. I know that's really annoying, but we're going to just try and continue for everyone else who still can hear. So I'm going to go to Control 8, like we did before. Going to go down here. Remember, we've got this quantize button. It says 1/16 for us here. I'm going to go to 1/4. And then quantize. And then see here, it's not on the 1. There we go, quantize. Here we go. Everything is now perfectly in time. Go. Listen. Cool. Now, I know what you're all thinking. I was thinking the same thing. Kind of sounds a bit boring without drums. So you got 2 options. I know you have 2 options because we've been over this before. We can do 2 things, guys. You know we can. And so we can either do a drum machine. I'm going to put one in. And I'm going to take everything out of it. And then just put in some like hi-hats for that and creaks. Yeah, we can put some toms in for that. Cool. But what we're going to do is combine the 2. So we can add another track, go to instruments. Then where we've all sort of changed to our synth pad before, remember we've got loads of options here, guys. So we've got all this sort of stuff. I'm going to go to drum kits, and we're going to both play in our own drums and then use a drum machine to do 2 things at the same time. So you can use both of them at the same time, and so it means if you want to add in if you want to do your own kick beat, then you can't do it quite on the drum machine, you can do it on here and have the drum machine play on top of it. That's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to do a kick beat, That's the drum kit we've got so far. But I'm going to just change it. Remember we were changing our patches before? So we've got drum kits is the type of instrument we're using. Then the sound, I'm going to go to, let's go to chill wave again. Meaty kick. Yep. Now what I'm doing there, guys, I'm just pressing S. That's going to give you that kick beat. And what I've done there is I've gone to drum kits. And then chill wave at the top here. You can use any kit you like, as always, guys, to experiment around with it. This is just the way I'm doing it today. There's nothing to say that you have to do it this way every time. But I'm just going to go chill wave because I like the sound of the kick. It's quite modern. And then we're going to go back and do exactly the same as we did before. And so I'm going to go to instrument 4, make sure we have it selected so I can record. And then click record. 1, 4. Do our standard 4 to the floor beat. Remember we looked at that last time. And of course, my playing is, as always, out of time. So we're going to go back to our MIDI editor. Remember, that's just down here. Control A, select all those guys. This time, we're going to go to 1/16th, just because that's what we need to do for the beats. Actually, probably can get 1/8. Let's do 1/4, actually. I'm just going to pop that back. Actually, I'm just going to re-record that and just do it a little bit more simply, just so we can really sort of just focus on that 1/4. So I'm going to play that again, but I'm just going to go kick, 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 kick. This 2, 3, 4. There we go. So let's put that. You guys remember, you guys can do whatever you want with this. I'm just going to put it just nice and easy, and then going to quantize that again. 1/4. There we go. If you want to hit that, if you want to change the drum beat, then that's fine by me. Then we're going to go. So now we've got. This is what it is. That's what it sounds like with the drums so far. Then we're going to go to our drum machine. And then we can put in whatever we want. I would suggest not using the kicks at the bottom. Make your own kicks, at least the pattern of it. But anything else you want, then go for it. What I'm going to do here is a hi-hat rhythm and some claps. So that, maybe like that. Solid. And then so it should sound like this. Maybe some claps. Cool. That's definitely a drum rhythm. So by now you should have your piano, your synth pads, and then hopefully some sort of kick beat. You guys can make it as complicated as you want. I've gone really simple with that. I know you guys can do better, so feel free to do that. I'm going to add my pattern in like this, put it back here, and then just loop it like we all know how to do. And then it'll sound. So now you can see we're actually getting towards being able, we've made our own song now. And we've used it all from bits that we haven't, there's no samples in there. We haven't used any of those. But what we've done is basically made it all from scratch and using your own keyboard here. So you really don't need to have, like a fancy MIDI keyboard. I mean, if you've got one, then, feel free to it. But you don't need it to make electronic music. And that's the whole point here. So we can just keep adding tracks. One thing I would say is that like you can experiment around and then just add sort of you've got all these sort of things here that you can use. Probably want to add like a synth bass to it, which will be here. We can just see all sorts of stuff here. So what's it? So remember, you're basically, all you're doing here is just playing on the bottom section of your keyboard, and you can just add all this stuff. You can increase it because we're playing in C, guys. The reason why I've chosen that is because anything you play there is going to be in key. So you can play around. Again, show you one last trick, and then we're going to try and listen to some tracks after this. But we got about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to go on to some tracks. So not yet, guys. And then we can try and at least listen to 2 or 3 today. I just want to show you one more trick on this, and it has to do with copying and pasting tracks. So you may want to have exactly. Hang on, guys. If you put them all now, then we're going to not be able to see anyone else's comments. So you wait until the end, and then I'll let you know when we're going to start listening to Bandlab. But for now, just leave them, and you can always post them later. For now, we're just going to focus on one of the last 2 or 3 things I want to show you today, and it is we're going to copy and paste this. So I'm going to click here, and then go down to instrument 5, which is our synth bass, and then put it in there. And what we've done there, because it's in MIDI, it's now going to play that in this. So I'll show you. See, it's playing the exact same notes, but in a different instrument. And we know we can change that again. So say we wanted that to change to a modern hip hop bass. Now it's there. That's a little cheap way of using loads of different sounds. You can change it down again. You can do something else. You can do tropical house. Really easy, quick way of making sure that you can sort of highlight and audition different styles of music and different styles of sounds really easily and really quickly. And you can just keep everything else you played as exactly the same. And it's a nice cheap way of just, saving time with everything. So let's just go. I'm just going to show you one last thing, and that's basically the sort of soloing element on it. And it's all going to be the same because we're still in the key of C. You can play around with this sort of stuff if you want. What this means here is the octave. So at the moment, it's going to sound like that. If you press the plus or minus keys on your keyboard, it will sound like this. What I'm doing, they're just changing the octave. That means sort of 1 octave is this. That's 1 octave. So then you can just. So you can just do bits and pieces like that. And because we're in C, everything is kind of sounds all right. So you can see what I mean? You can kind of do, if we keep it in C, then you can just kind of play around with it. Just have and do bits and pieces like that. It'll be nice to hear you guys sort of adding that sort of like soloing element to it. I know it's not everyone's sort of cup of tea and how we want to do them. That's sort of every sort of track, but it really can add like a nice little element to bits and pieces if you want to just add something a little bit special to your own tracks. And keep it nice and simple. You got loads of things there. You can even add effects as always. Now we're just going to we'll just do this, and then we go. So it just add some echo or something. You can do all sorts. So remember not to forget about these different elements here. They're all sort of building blocks to what we're going to be creating. So just always remember to sort of check out all the things you've got available to you, because that's really important too. Effects are a nice, easy way to sort of spruce up any track. Okay, now remember to just, I'm just going to save that, publish it up. I'm just going to call that Midi. I'm just going to put it on You Teach Me. Again, as always, you guys can have a look at this, and as always, make it forkable. I'm just going to put Midi exercise here. And you can always sort of publish it, and then we can all find each other's stuff. And that makes it a lot easier. Now, how much time do we have? 10 minutes. Cool. Right, well, let's listen to some tracks then. Okay, I'm just going to grab a few at random. Then we'll see what we get. Because I know that a lot of people wanted to. And again, as always, make sure that you're copying the right link. Because if I can't find the link, then it's really difficult to sort of play it. I'm going to try and make sure that we try and get different people's. So I'm just going to pick some at random here, guys. Alrighty. Okay, we'll listen to about 4 or 5. If we didn't listen to your tracks today, then don't worry. I've tried to get ones by different people, but I will endeavor to try and make sure that we've got a good sort of mix of things. Yeah, some of you are posting links which aren't right. If it looks like a really long link like that, then that's probably not the right one. Anyway, cool. I'm just gonna go with whatever. Some of you are still not making it forkable, which is fine. It's just that would be really useful to have a look at it. Okay, so I'm just going to drag the first one, just one of these randomly. So again, it's completely random. There's no sort of selection process here. I'm just going to drag it first into here. So we have Lemon Leo up first. Just created it. Perfect. Let's have a listen. Hey, that's cool. I like that a lot. Really good. Yeah, basically you've covered everything we looked at the lesson perfectly. And it's definitely a better beat than mine was behind it. I really like that, man. Yeah, perfect. Just yeah, keep going with it. And obviously, if you want to make it longer, you can just copy that part and copy and paste it out, loop it out, and then you'll have no problem at all. It's all basically something you can just change and add to yourself. But as it sounds there, that's really good, man. That's pretty much exactly what we wanted to cover in the lesson, and I'm glad you picked it up. Really well done. All right, next one. Cool. We can fork this. So let's just have a look quickly. Cool. Midi. That's what we want to see. Cool, let's have a listen. That's I mean, it's cinematic. I like that a lot. Let's see what's going on up here. Excellent. For what you're going for, it's really good. It's a really good example of it. Yeah, remember one thing I'd say. I forget who's this be. Who's this be? Who this is? But if it's dramatic. One thing you could just look at. Remember, we were using the quantize function. But just to show you how to do that again, we're going to quantize down here, and then you can do all the sort of bits and pieces here. I'm just going to put it to 1/4 and quantize it, and it'll just put them in more exact notes. So that just means that everything's going to be more in time. If you want it to sound like that, then chill. Like you do it, you do however you like them. That's perfect. But if you wanted to make it exactly on time, then that's the way to do it. Then that's just Quantize down here. You got all these options to play around. Some are going to be useful to you, some not. But I just use 1/4 or 1/8, then it'll just move it and then just move it into the exact time block. That's the only thing that you could look at there. Otherwise, it's pretty epic. So I like that a lot. I'm just going to go on to this next one now. What are we doing for time? Yeah, 5 minutes. Cool. Another forkable revision. Piece of Bob Jeff. All right, this looks interesting. Now that is an interesting. Whenever you see that, you know something's going on with the MIDI up there. That's cool. Okay. Let's see what we have there. Okay. No, I really like that. I think it's essentially you've done exactly what you set out to do there. Sasha, I tried to open your link. Yours doesn't work. Sorry. But we're going to check it out next time. Anyway, we're going to try and do this at the end of it anyway. So there's going to be plenty more. For this one, I really like it. I think there's definitely some like independent artists that will definitely want to use that in their film. Keep working on that because it's really good. If I could say one thing, this loop at the beginning is maybe a little too loud, and some effects on that would sound epic, especially on the second instrument. I would let's go down. Remember, we can add effect, and then we've got delays and all your sorts. So you got all that sort of stuff. Then we've got what are we going next? So I'm just going to try and go through these really quickly, guys. I know everyone wants to have a try, so we're going to go here. Pizza, because I'm marvelous. Let's do a look. Stuff. Cool. Right, let's have a listen. I like that a lot. Yeah, perfect. That's good. Let's have a look at this drum machine, see what's going on. Yeah, nice. I mean, it's a really good use of the drum machine. Got 2 different patterns going on there, which I like. Yeah, the piano sound good. Perfect. I like it. The metal bass is a really cool addition as well. It kind of puts a little bit. That sounds really cool, actually. I like that. I got a lot of time for that. Cool. Yeah. Right. All right. Then I've just got one. I'm going to try and do one more, guys, and then we'll probably have to call it a day, just because we have only so much we can do. We got this one last. This looks interesting. All right. Let's see. I hope everyone was enjoying the snow over the weekend, by the way. That was fun, wasn't it? Nice little change for. That's yours, Sasha. Perfect. Excellent. Everyone enjoying it? Yeah, I was too. There's still some snow with me. Yeah, the snow's fantastic. Made a little snowman. It was great. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have much more tomorrow. But yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, guys. All right, this is gonna be the last one today. And so it's good listen for Sasha. Excellent, fantastic. You got some really good sort of attention to the classic sort of style there. That's really, really good. I think it's difficult to tell you where to go with that, man. If you're going to make it sort of classical, I would even say your playing's in time. I mean, it's better than mine. So don't let me to tell you. I was saying maybe quantize it a little bit, but your playing's good, man. So yeah, just keep on that. I mean, the gaps between it you can maybe shorten, but I really like the way that you've done that. So look, all I can say is just keep going with that. You've pretty much nailed that sort of classical genre. So yeah, perfect. Well done to all of you guys today. We're gonna have to leave it there because it's 1:45. I know you guys have got to the rest of your lives to go to, but we're gonna go and yeah, we're gonna do something really similar next time. But thank you so much for today, guys. If you, as always, if you've got any emails or whatever, if you want to got any more questions, then just send it over to You Teach Me. I'll have a look and then keep going. If you guys want to update stuff, then obviously every track, I'm trying to follow most of you guys on Bandlab. So if I haven't followed you, then find me. Then I'm happy to do so. And yeah, just keep working on those tracks, and I will see you guys next week. So yeah, thanks very much, and all the best, guys.
See you later, Mr. Evans. Nice one.
Thank you.
All right, see you later, guys. Nice TYSM for everybody there. That was a great lesson from Mr. Evans. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time, okay? And Mr. Hines might be back tomorrow, but it might be me teaching you coding again. So take care, guys. Have a good evening. Enjoy your dinners. I'm going to close the chat.